Hello all, welcome to the YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I am Jaideep Jadia, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department. In today's session, I am covering your first year course Basic Civil Engineering for Department Mechanical, Civil and Automobile. So in first session, it is about Introduction to Civil Engineering. So topics covered introduction, branches, scope of different branches and role of civil engineer. So engineering as per the Latin it is called ingenious means clever person. So engineering cleverly uses the available natural resources for the benefits of mankind. Like we are using water for energy and drinking purpose, we are using oil for energy and fuel, forest for wood, foods, pulps, recreation, home of wildlife, rubber, cotton and medicine. Next, rocks. So we are using as a building material, construction shelters, minerals. So jewelry, glass, ceramics, golds, etc. getting from minerals. Soil, so we are using soil for agriculture purpose. Animals, we are using to get food, wool and recreation purposes. Civil engineering is a professional engineering discipline that deals with the design, construction and maintenance of physical and naturally built including works such as road, bridges, canals, airports, sewage systems, pipelines and railways. So civil engineering is traditionally broken into number of sub-disciplines. It is considered as second oldest discipline after military engineering. So it is Akashi Kaioke Bridge constructed in Japan. Civil engineering takes place in public sector from municipal through national government and in private sector from individual homeowner through the international companies. Branches of civil engineering: architect and town planning, building material, construction technology, environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, water resource and irrigation engineering, structural engineering, earthquake engineering, surveying, transportation engineering and quantity engineering. So first, architect and town planning. So an architect is a person trained in planning, design and oversight of construction building. Architect deals with the technical and process concerned with the development and design of land use and the built environment including air, water and the infrastructure passing into and out of the urban areas such as transportation, communications, distribution networks. In this we can see the planning of urban areas in which architects distribute the areas according to use like residential areas, commercial areas, public areas like gardens, auditoriums, halls and also spaces for hospitals, industries, building material. Any material which is used for construction purpose is called as building material. So material have two types, naturally occurring and man-made. So naturally occurring are such as clays, rocks, sand, wool have been used to construct the buildings. Apart from naturally occurring material, many man-made products are in use like glass, reinforcement, bricks, plastic, steel. Construction engineering and technology. So it deals with the construction of various structures such as excavation, footing, masonry, concreting and finishing etc. Its application is in superstructure and substructure. So superstructure is A part of structure constructed above the ground level, and substructure is part of structure constructed below the ground level. Environmental engineering deals with the water supply, disposal of wastewater from domestic and industrial use, and control the environmental pollution. So its application in to supply the water, to collect the wastewater and treat them, and to control the pollution like air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. So it is water treatment plant. In this we can see the difference between thermal power station and solar power energy. So thermal power station pollutes the air particles, and other than solar, in which energy is converted without polluting the environment. So in recent trends, it is suggested by government to adopt the rooftop power supply system, and which is widely accepted by all. So now geotechnical engineering deals with the study of soil, its behavior on application of loads, its application on building materials. Likewise, soil profile, properties of soil, safe bearing capacity to identify the foundation size, earthen dam construction, subgrade of road. So we know below the ground layer there are number of layers of soil, and soil is also classified from clay to gravel. All these different soil have different water absorption capacity, different load bearing capacity, and different properties. So before starting the construction of footing, we have the brief classification of soil and its properties, so that we can design the size of footing and construct the part of structure. So water resource and irrigation engineering deals with the development of water resource and proper arrangement of distribution of water from source of development. Application for the new irrigation techniques to determine the capacity of reservoir, construction and maintenance of dams, canals and regulatory works, for crop rotation, flood control devices, etc. So Sardar Sarovar Dam situated in Gujarat, and irrigation system in second figure. Structural engineering deals with the planning of structural member of the building such as columns, beams, slabs, footings, shear wall, etc. We know these are the essential elements to construct any building. So in this discipline we are going to study the techniques and methods involved, how to calculate the load acting on members, and the various Indian standard codes available for particular design of buildings, and their methodologies like limit state method, working stress method, and ultimate load methods. So in this figure we can see the Bandra Worli sea link located at Mumbai, and Gate City Tower located at the capital city of Gandhinagar. So structural engineering plays vital role in all sub branches of civil engineering. Next, earthquake engineering. So deals with the study of zone of probable seismic activities upon the different area, so that preventive care can be taken against earthquake. As if we are constructing a poor building and earthquake comes, then there may be the possibility of severe damage or complete collapse. So we have to construct the building according to the earthquake history and the norms which are derived by the Indian standards. So that we have to study the earthquake engineering and its role in civil engineering department. Next one is surveying. So it's a very important branch or basic area of civil engineering, because before starting of any construction work of any structure or project, the surveying of land or ground is done first of all. Surveying deals with the linear measurement, angular measurement in horizontal plan and in vertical plan. Its application is to prepare plans, maps, contour maps for dams, plotting irregular boundaries, level difference of ground, details of city, open areas, street areas, buildings, sewer lines and water supply, etc. And in recent terms it is used for remote sensing, GIS, agricultural soil, cover of forest area over an area, environmental studies, investigation of rocks, which is done by ISRO in India through satellite. So in first figure we can see the surveying of ground, in next map of particular location, and in third leveling work done after resurfacing of road. Next, transportation engineering deals with design, development, construction and maintenance of roadways, airports, harbors, docks, tunnels and bridges. So its application is, all we know, we need proper transportation facilities to reach from one point to destination points, and for that we need easy and quick transportation. For development of urban areas and rural areas, there is a need of transportation. For remote area become accessible, in that case we need proper transportation facilities. During emergency, developed transportation facilities play a vital role. Transportation engineering images in which intersection as well as docks constructed across the sea coast. Quantity engineering deals with the measurement of item of construction and multiply it by present market rate of the probable cost of construction. In that we are going to get the particular project probable cost, and so that we can minimize the economical balance of project. In that we can also get the quantity required for various items of building, quantities of material required, and by that we are getting the total sum of amount required. Role of civil engineer. So preparation of layout of open plot, preparation and approval of plan, preparation of structural design and estimation of cost, finding out foundation details, testing, supervision and execution on the field, like construction of building. Next, role of civil engineer. So some of the facts: India celebrates Engineer Day on the birth anniversary of M. Visvesvaraya on 15 September every year. So who is M. Visvesvaraya? He was the chief engineer responsible for the construction of the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam in Mysore, as well as the chief designer of flood protection system for the city of Hyderabad. Government of India conferred him Bharat Ratna on this legend in the year 1955. So I can say civil engineering is a brand, not a branch. Thank you. If you like our video, then subscribe, like and share.